There's a ton of stuff in here. We got a lot of it priced. There will be stuff that you find that's not priced. Just find one of us and we'll shoot you a number. You just like, dude, shut up, it's hot. We can just go inside, right?
What's going on, guys? Jessica here. We are in the truck and headed to an estate sale. Late last night, I was sitting on the couch hanging out with Zena and hopped on Facebook, and scrolling through, I saw one of our favorite estate sale companies is having an estate sale today, starting today, and it is packed. I mean, packed. Like, there are shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff. And this, like I said, this is one of our favorite companies, so we love their sales. The people are amazing. They're so kind. Sometimes they'll work with us on prices. Sometimes, like today, it's the first day, so I don't expect any of that. But we'll see how it goes. There is, I have some pictures. I'll show you guys some pictures here. There is a shelf filled with hats that appear to be vintage. And I'm pretty sure that the tape on the shelf says $2 a piece. If that is true, I'm going to make a mad dash and try to get some of those hats. Yes, hats can be long tail, but if these hats are what I think they are, they should be pretty good. There is one in particular I saw on the far left corner that has a patch on it that says Dunlop. And I looked that up just out of curiosity, and it looks like that could be a $20 hat. So if I can turn a hat into 20 bucks, I'd be happy with that. So hopefully we can get our hands on some of those. There is another picture that I saw in the edge. There's a PS1. I'm curious about that, but I just feel like it's gonna go really fast, and I'd rather get my hands on a bulk of items that I know I can sell. They also do have like 6 Furbies, which I think is awesome, but these Furbies, they're priced, the loose ones are priced at 20 bucks a piece, and they have some boxed ones that are priced at 40. So I'm just gonna let those go. It's really cool. I'll try to find them and show you guys. It looks like there's a list. I need to go get my name on the list. Here, we're gonna park right here. Let me back up in front of this truck. Ooh, look at that list. 17 people. With that many people on the list, we may not have that great of luck, but we'll see. Probably gonna miss out on those hats, but it is what it is. I'm here like a half an hour early, so that's pretty wild. But all right, well, time to wait and get in when we can.
There's a ton of stuff in here. We got a lot of it priced. There will be stuff that you find that's not priced. Just find one of us and we'll shoot you a number. You just like, dude, shut up, it's hot. We can just go inside, right? Okay, Mason, Matt, Dave, Jessica. Are we camered up?
Yes, sir.
Go, right?
Ready to go.
Right. Donna?
All right, you guys, so we're going to do a voiceover because it did get pretty crazy in this sale. Right now, there's not quite so many people in here, thanks to the list. I was actually number 16, not number 17 on the list, but there were a couple of married couples and such that were on the same line together, so there's a few more than 16 in here right now. But as you can see, there are a couple of guys over here already rifling through the hats, which is okay. They were nice enough to let me just kind of step in and look with them. I was just grabbing handfuls like this and going through them and then putting them back. But they were both very polite. I said a couple words to at least one of them, and they were very nice to me. So always a pleasant surprise. A lot of really cool hats here, way more than I had anticipated. The picture that they put on the ad for this sale did not do it justice. Unfortunately, a lot of these hats are NASCAR hats, which may sound great, and they do look really cool, but the sell-through rate is horrible on them. If you guys are familiar, I think we did a short on it a while back, where Zena got like 10 or so hats that were all NASCAR for 75 cents in a high bid auction. all we had to do was pay shipping, and I think we probably paid maybe 50 cents a piece for them after all was said and done, including taxes and shipping. And we've sold like 2 of them, and that's with them at around $10 to $12 a piece. So NASCAR hats, they're iffy. If you can get them basically for free, I'd say take them. Otherwise, I don't know, $2 is way too much for those. There are probably some really good ones though. There is one, I don't know if I have it in my hand yet, I don't see it, but there was an O'Reilly Racing that has flames all over it. I probably should have grabbed that one. I did end up putting it back. They average around $15 a piece. You can see I've got quite the pile there already, but I will whittle it down twice. If I was at the bins, I would have bought all of these hats, even the ones that had, as you can see that one there, the foam is deteriorating. I probably would have bought them anyway and just sold them cheap, or sold them in lots. We've had a couple of really awesome sales on some hats. We did have a hat just recently that you guys saw in a video. It was a vintage polo Ralph Lauren hat that was, I think we paid $8 for it at a yard sale and sold it for over $100 overnight. I think it was a saved search that somebody had on eBay. And that one was, we were shocked when we saw the value of that one. So definitely don't discount hats. Every once in a while you get lucky.
Are these yours?
Yeah, the bag's mine. Oh, sorry. Here I am talking to that guy. He was just making sure that I saw I had knocked some hats out of my bag. So very, very kind. Have you guys ever had any awesome hats that you've found that you've had a really big profit margin on? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it and learn more about hats. That one there that you saw me grab is a vintage, I'm pretty sure it's vintage Bass Pro hat. Bass Pro hats are very popular right now, so make sure if you see them and they're in good condition, pick them up. Ooh, found one at the last second. That one had kind of fallen back down below onto a shelf that didn't have any other hats on it, so I made sure to snatch it up. So now I'm going to try to get out of the garage and head out towards the backyard. In the pictures for the sale on Facebook, there were pictures from the backyard showing some clothing racks that were just filled with tops, like shirts and women's dress tops and such. And there was a Halloween shirt that looked vintage right on the front of one of the racks. And if you guys know anything about me at all, I am a Halloween fanatic. I wanted to get that shirt so bad, but I'm sure the t-shirt guys got a hold of it, which is fine. I got plenty of hats, so I'm happy with everything that I got. I did find, I think, 2 shirts out here, and I'm about to find one now. This one's pretty cool. I'll show all of this stuff to you guys in the haul at the end. I did do a quick haul. This is a really cool shirt from the Oklahoma Arts Festival. We have that annually here. It's one of those things that every class gets to go to the Arts Festival for a field trip every year, and it's just, I don't know, it's a fun time. So I was really stoked to find a vintage Arts Festival t-shirt. I did spot some tie-dye from that side, which I had missed it when I was over here before. Pretty cool shirt. Right below the logo on the front there, it almost looks like it has a stain, but I think it's just dye. I've looked over it, and I'm pretty sure that whoever made it just got a little bit of dye on it.
Oh man.
Now I turned the volume up here so you guys can hear this because the music's gonna change and I'm gonna laugh. And it sounds like it's to the music. That made me laugh, so I thought I'd make sure that you guys heard that. It was just like perfectly in time with Jungle Boogie, so. Pretty cool ice pick that I found here. These items were all 50 cents. I could have dug and dug and dug through this and probably found some really cool other items, but it was just a little overwhelming. So I grabbed these 2 for 50 cents a piece and continued on to the room filled with electronics. This is where the PS1, which original PlayStation, is supposed to be. So I wanted to run in here and see if I could find it. If it was still here, I did not think that it would be. Lots and lots of stuff on these shelves are just packed, guys. Honestly, I really could have looked all day long, but I just don't have time for it. I don't think any of us do. Lots of cool Walkmans over here. I picked up several of these and I did comp them out. You will see in the haul which ones I ended up with. I feel like I should have looked at this little radio right here too a little closer. I think that my eyes went straight to the Walkmans and I just totally missed it and I don't know how. That white looks like a little radio right there, a little flat one. That is a weather radio. I have sold those, I think 3 of them now for about 10-15 bucks. So if you see those super cheap for like $1, pick them up. I'm sure you guys noticed on the left there was that PlayStation. And yeah, it's marked at $60. I looked that up on pricecharting.com last night before the sale to see what they're actually going for right now, to make sure that I was up on the pricing. It has gone up a little bit. They're around 54, I think, was around the average on price charting for a loose PlayStation. So $60 was a bit much. Found that little Discman there. I normally do pick up Discmans. I've sold 2 or 3 now of the same model. Not that model, but a different one that has sold. They sell almost immediately for like $30, so I was excited to find that one. But I did run comps on it, and it was not quite as good. I think that one was closer to like 15, and I think they had 5 or I think they had 10 on it. So this tiny little closet, I didn't spend a ton of time in here. I knew that there were some board games that I saw in the ad, so I wanted to check it out. This game here is what I was interested in, Uncle Wiggily. It actually doesn't sell for a ton, and they had it priced at $4, which I think is fair. It sells for, I think, about 15 bucks. There's a lot of different versions. I guess they put it out in several different years, but we might come back for it if we come back for half price day. Catchphrase, watch out for those. Even if you find those loose, they do sell. I was excited to find one sealed in the box that was $4. Taboo, I was shocked, does not sell for much. Same with this chicken run. I did take this with me, but I did look it up a little bit later and ended up putting it back.
Storage, DVD, VHS cassettes. Whoa. Jam packs. Interesting.
And I found the only PlayStation game, I think, left in the house. If there were any, they went immediately. When I first walked into this room, there were 2 younger guys in here, and they were talking about trying to find a big stack of PlayStation games, and they missed that one. So I was happy to get it. I just happened to look down and see Sony on this. It's a battery charger for a Sony like Handycam or other camcorder, something like that. Had a pretty good sell-through rate. I'll go over that in the haul at the end. This estate sale company, see these trays here that are just filled with stuff, which is where that battery charger was? They always have these at every sale. They just kind of throw everything into a box and go, here you go, $1 a piece. And I've found some pretty good stuff in them. I saw this little bag of, they're like little remotes to unlock your car door. I thought maybe they'd be good, but when I looked them up, it was, you can buy 2 brand new for like $6.99 free. This Skylanders set here was tucked way in the back, and the only reason I saw it is because I knelt down to get to that Sony charger. I don't think anybody would have ever seen it. I kind of wonder if somebody tucked it back there to hide it until half price day. There's something that I'm going to find here shortly in another room that is kind of the same thing, and I'll explain to you a little bit more about that when we get to it. This thing is factory sealed, so very cool. Furbies! I told you guys I'd try to find the Furbies, and they were all still sitting here. I am not shocked about that at all because of the pricing, which is fine. It's a good price if you're buying for a collection, but there's just no room for any profit here, but super cool to see those. This room got crowded real quick, so I tried not to spend too much time in here, but I did find a couple of cool things here. I did put back the Sesame Street Valentines, but the Lion King ones, how cool are those? We've got some similar in our booth right now, and I just really enjoy them. They make great backdrops on shelves if you have a booth. I love finding taller things like that to kind of make it look a little nicer. All their books here, paperbacks were $1 and hardbacks were $3. This copy of Misery doesn't go for a whole lot, but I can't pass up a Stephen King, especially for $1. Now, we do sell a lot of Harry Potter in our booth. They normally sell very quickly. These were $3 a piece. I was really just looking to see if they were first printing. They are first edition, just not first print. So at $3, I just decided to leave both of them behind, but you can see me checking the dates there. Excellent condition, though. They almost look like they had never, ever been read before. If we go back on half price day and they're still there, they're coming home with us, for sure. I wish I had gotten a better angle on the books so you guys could see them a little better, but, you know, I was kind of bent down, so my camera pointed down a little bit too much. Found a couple of cool little books here. I was really hoping to find some more Stephen King. There was that last book I picked up there. That was some sort of a little spooky book as well, but not anything that I'm looking for. Okay, so now I'm about to move across the room. I saw some blankets that caught my eye, and one is a plaid blanket. Not this one, but there's one up above, and I was hoping that it was a Pendleton, and turned out not to be. You'll see here in just a moment. This one here was just generic, so I ended up putting it back. So this one is Troy Robe. I did look it up a little bit later. It was sells for about $15, but the sell-through rate is absolute garbage. Now this one looked like it had just been wadded up. Somebody rolled it and shoved it back behind a bunch of other things, so I figured I'm going to take it up front and see how much it is, because I see people make good money on these old handmade quilts all the time, so I'm going to go ask.
Price? I unfolded it and didn't see one anywhere.
Sarah's the man on this, so
Yeah.
she'll help.
She's the man. I'm gonna tell you.
Sarah's all. She's our.
That's why I can't see. I know that I had them out. I'm gonna check that pen and make sure it
I'll
works.
need
Price?
a couple of these, if that's okay.
$1. I'm kidding. I tried to find a tag on it. I just
I
didn't
know
see
it
one.
had one in there. It was one of those.
I may have missed it too, because it looked like it had been refolded, so I wasn't sure.
Maybe here if I get a couple extra of these as well. It's like the.
Yeah. I'll let you look at that. That's what I was thinking, because I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because your mom.
How about, I think it probably would have been 25.
Okay.
Scott, do we have any more bed sheets?
Just
Did you do 20?
Take a sales book.
Do we have a pad? There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just use this as
I get a tip.
Good.
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
Man, my video last Friday was of my death pile, so I really shouldn't be here, but
Yes.
yeah, we're trying to kill the death pile some. We've been going and selling at the flea market and stuff, trying to get rid of bad buys.
Is it going?
Yeah, we're doing okay. We actually sold the rest of our table last time we went to a single mother behind us for $50. We were like, you want the rest of it? She's like, I couldn't make you a decent offer. It's like, all I got is $50. And I was like, we'll take $50. And she was like, really? And I was like,
Yes.
Yes.
I will take that. All
80?
right.
Dude, you looked in my wallet. I literally brought $80 cash with me. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you guys next time. Bye, Sarah. Oh, excuse me. See ya. All right. All right, guys, so we are back at the house. Decided to go ahead and come home and do the haul because it's pretty hot outside. I originally was gonna do it at the truck and I was like, nope, just way too hot. So let's go take a look at everything that we got today for $80 total. Okay, so let's start over here. I did find one PlayStation game. There was a couple of guys hunting for PlayStation games. The PS1, as you guys saw, they had priced at $60. This only sells for about $6 loose, so I don't know if I'll list it or if I will just put it into my own collection. Tetris is fun, so either way, for $1, that was a good deal. Lion King Valentine's, I've sold things like this in my booth before. This one's super cute. I have some like Batman and Jurassic Park and stuff in the booth for like $5 or $6 a box. And they do sometimes sell, so for $1, wasn't gonna pass it up. Picked up some books. This is for the personal collection. Boris Karloff presents Tales of the Frightened. This is a really cool book. I love Boris Karloff. I'm sure you guys have seen my tattoos before. I love the old classic horror movies. Another one here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. The comps on this aren't amazing. What did I put on here? $8 to $10. But this is an original copy of The Godfather. Look at the red edges. I love it. I think it looks so cool. So not sure what I'm going to do with that one, honestly. And then Stephen King's Misery on paperback. I have this in hardback, but I don't have the paperback. This honestly doesn't sell for a ton. You can tell they read the crap out of it too. And it's missing the corner, but the corner is inside. It was inside my bag, so I guess it got ripped off in my IKEA bag. But this one I think was probably, it was around $5 or $8. So I'll double check my collection to make sure I don't have a copy of it. Otherwise I'll just throw it on eBay, maybe in a lot. And then I also found Helter Skelter. This is an OG copy. This is from 1979. It's not the first. I shouldn't say it's the OG copy, but it is one of the very early copies of Helter Skelter. Just an interesting find for $1, so I wasn't going to leave it sitting there. What else? We got these Rooster rainbow suspenders. These don't sell for much. I'm probably just going to keep these for next year's Pride Parade. And what else? This is really cool. I have not looked this up yet. Anything that I have an actual comp for, I will put on the screen for you as well. I thought this ice pick was super cool with the advertisements on a wooden handle, and it's nice and snug. This isn't loose at all. This was 50 cents. This will probably be a booth item, but if it has some significant value, then I will put it on eBay. This one I thought was really cool also, little bottle opener. I'm not sure what the red tip is for. If you guys know, let me know. It's just plastic. I don't think it comes off, but here's why I picked it up. U.S. Army Reserve, and it's vintage, so I think that will sell well in the booth. I'll put it with all of our beer, kind of like man cavey stuff, and I think that'll do well, probably for, I don't know, $5, $8, just guessing. We've got this Iowa, am I saying that right? Is it Iowa or Iowa? I've always said Iowa, but this has 100% sell-through rate, $35. I do have a comp for you guys on that one, and it does work. It had batteries in it, but I took them out because they were older. But so 100% sell-through rate, $35. That was a good one for $5. This one I paid $5 for also. This one has an awful sell-through rate, and this one only sells for about $11 or $12. So I made a mistake here. I couldn't find the model number while I was at the sale. It's underneath the clip. I popped the clip off once I got home and found it and figured out that it's actually not as good as I thought. So I may put this in the booth with all of our cassettes and sell it for, I don't know, maybe put like 15 or 20 on it and then tell people that they can pick out a couple of cassettes to go with it. We've got this Sony charger here. You can see, guys, my little pink notes. This is for myself. This has a 50% sell-through rate, so it's going to sit for just a little bit, but $20 plus ship. This was in a dollar bucket. Sony, this is for a Sony like Handycam or camcorder. Charges 2 batteries at once, so for $1 I'll pick that up all day long, and I don't care if it sits for a little bit because it's not going to take up that much room. So the Skylanders set. Skylanders set has over 100% sell-through rate, just barely, but it is $40 plus ship on average. I saw some people sold it for $50, but that was with free shipping. I paid $12, so happy to pick that one up. Fourth quarter is coming, so if you find sealed stuff like this and this catchphrase, pick them up. This one has a 200% sell-through rate, this catchphrase here. I have sold just this piece here by itself for $18 before. And this one's actually the older model. This is from the year 2000, so this is like the original catchphrase. I paid $4 for this, and it, like I said, 200% sell-through rate, $18 to $20. Happy with that one for sure. We got a couple of t-shirts here. We got, every year we have the annual arts festival here. Unfold. This is a single stitch arts festival. This is puffy paint. It is so cool. We actually have a water tower here in Oklahoma that has these paint brushes and stuff on it, and it's really cool. So it's neat to see this t-shirt. So I'm excited about that one. This may end up in the booth because it's Oklahoma specific, but it is vintage single stitch. T-shirts, I don't know what the price was supposed to be. I asked there at the end, and their son, who has been helping them out a lot for the last several months, he asked how much they were supposed to be. He didn't get an answer, so he said, how about $1? And I said, how about yes? So I also got this one, the Civic Capers, dated 1993. This is a single stitch also. Not sure what I'll do with this one. This one may go on eBay. Single stitch. What kind of tag does this one have? This one has a really old Hanes heavyweight tag, so that one's cool for $1. And then this one I found outside. Those two, one of those I found inside, and that one outside, and then this one outside also. This is just, I just picked it up because it's cool looking. Psycho Joe and the Hypnotics, and it looks like it's never been worn before. Big graphic on the back. Honestly, I think I can throw this up on eBay for probably $12 or so and get it no problem. And then we have the hats. Oh, the hats. That scramble mad dash at the beginning was insane. I just started grabbing. I actually put back at least half of what I originally picked out. This BF Goodrich hat, really very cool, has the patch. It's got all the good things going for it. It's the foam front. This one does have some cracking in the foam. I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm just going to be careful with it and make sure the customer understands that it is like that. Here we go. I didn't see a tag in it while I was there. It does say, I don't think it's going to focus for you guys. It does say Made in USA there. So that's a big key to help me sell this better. This one, I'm thinking at least 20 on that one. I'm not sure on prices on all these. I have not looked them up. This one I thought was cool, Wichita Service Unit, and it says Union Pacific right there, which is trains. You can see the train there. This one is really cool. It is also vintage. We've got this one. I'm not sure what Holcher is, whatever professional services are, but it's just, you know, old vintagey. What is this? This one is like terry cloth on the inside. Like terry cloth and foam, excuse me. This one I'm thinking probably about 15 bucks. These were all $2 a piece on the hats. We got another one here. I always look for the patch. Patch is a good keyword if you find old hats like this. This one is foam all over, and it is vintage. Made in Taiwan, ROC, Republic of China. That one's cool. Got Hillsboro Ford. I don't think this one is, it may be vintage, it may be Y2K. It says made in China, but still really cool. Ford is a good item to pick up. Union Pacific, more train stuff, denim. This one is just older looking, so I grabbed it. Quality American made headwear. So that one's made in USA also. This one I picked up the last second. I thought this was really cool. This one had actually, I think this is the one that had fallen down below the shelves. The color doesn't look right. This is actually more of an aqua color. It looks terrible on camera here. Something about the lighting, but this one I just thought was really cool. It made me think of the like 80s and 90s. This one I'm hoping does well. We got foam front again. This one's in good condition. It needs a good brush off, but other than that, I think it'll do well. I don't know if this is like, it almost looks like AutoZone, but I have no idea. RC well service. Ones like this that are just kind of basic, like that one, and this one here maybe probably like 15. Got the Apache Oklahoma Farmers Co-op. I just thought this was a really neat hat. This one looks very 80s, 90s. See if we can get a clue here. Dominican Republic. Get a clue. Oh my goodness. Listen to me, guys. Bass Pro. Bass Pro is hot right now. For some reason, the younger kids are wearing Bass Pro hats. I don't know about t-shirts and such. I did just sell a Bass Pro t-shirt and ship it out yesterday. But this is new with tags. And it has that little graphic on the back there. I thought that was really cool. Has the tag here. It is a little older. I don't think it's made in the USA. Let's see. Sri Lanka. So, but it is definitely an older one. So hopefully that'll sell for at least 20 since it has the tag. And last but not least, guys, this beautiful, beautiful quilt. I looked up these quilts trying to figure out what this pattern is called. It's called a grandmother's flower garden pattern. And I am going to be running comps on the screen here for you guys. I did a screen record. Comps are all over the place, but a lot of them say scrappy or cut in the title, and those are ones that are all worn. The edges are all frayed, or they're basically telling people that they can cut them and make new quilts with them. This one is in excellent condition. It's nice and clean. I didn't see any stains on it. If there are any, I don't think it'll be enough to matter, but just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I asked how much because I could not find a price tag. He said, he milled it over for a second, said 20. I said, would you take, or he said 25, and I said, would you take 20? And he said, yeah. So I think that for 20 bucks, you guys see those comps on the screen all over the place. Some up over $300 and $400. So I don't know. I'm just gonna guess we might get 150, 200 out of this. I don't know. It's just gonna take a lot of research. I don't know if this will go on eBay. It may go in the booth. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys know any other tips or tricks on ways to identify and price quilts, please, please let me know.
All right, guys, so somehow I managed to delete the outro to the video. Mistakes happen, right? So here I am. But anyway, if you guys would let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite item that I picked up? What did I miss at the sale? I'm sure I missed a ton because there were thousands and thousands and thousands of items to look at. It was very overwhelming. There were a lot of people there, but I did have a great time. There's a good chance we may go back on Saturday because I think it's gonna be half price day, and that way Zena can go check it out as well because she's got a great eye and she picks up a lot of things that I would just breeze right by or not notice. Yeah, she does a great job. So we may go back Saturday, but if you guys would, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. It's free, doesn't hurt anything for you, but it does help me out greatly, as well as liking this video and any other videos you may watch. And if you would, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified the next time a video comes out. And if we do go back to the sale on Saturday for half price day, there will be a video on that as well. So make sure you hit that notification bell. I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. Bye.